Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Community Access. This week, we have a couple of ribbon cuttings at Oxford. Then we will show the Battle of the Bands for a fundraiser. And finally, we'll give you a tour of the American Legion with about 250 kids from Lake Orion, all today on our Community Access. Welcome back. We have two ribbon cuttings in Oxford. First is from the Yo Club.
Hello and welcome everyone. We're very excited to be here. My name is Nicole. I'm the Executive Director at the Oxford Chamber of Commerce. We are very excited to be here to celebrate the Yo Club and welcome them to Oxford. This is something new and exciting for the Oxford community, and I know my boys are extremely excited. They want to come here and try every single flavor. On behalf of the Oxford community and the Oxford Chamber, welcome. Here you go, Kim.
Hi, how are you? I'm so excited to be here. My name is Kim Urbanowski. I'm the Executive Director of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce. Oh, kisses, that's a good thing. Thank you, Yo Club, for joining, and we're very proud to be here with you today. And I think it's even better because we get to share this honor with our chamber to the north. So I think that it's a wonderful thing that you have all of these people here in support of you. Thank you for joining our chamber. Thank you for being part of this community. We wish you much success, and welcome. And I'm turn it over to Elena here. And I'll turn it over to Elena Campbell here from the Legacy Center.
Hi, everybody. My name's Elena Campbell. I'm not the Executive Director of the Orion. I'm the Director of Business Development for the Legacy Center. And on behalf of the Legacy Center and Christian Mills, the owner of the building, we want to thank you to the building. We are so excited that you are here, part of our family, our Legacy family here in Oxford. So on behalf of the Legacy Center, we'd like to present you with this plaque. Now you have lots of artwork for your walls. And Joe, would you like to say anything?
Absolutely. So on behalf of my family and new business partner, my wife, we just like to thank everybody for their support. We're just really grateful to be part of this community, this particular project here at the Legacy Center, and thank you obviously to Christian for kind of the vision to create something like this, and then for opportunities like us that wanted to open a small business. We're really thankful. So it feels like family here. So I'd go on too long if I already in the 2-3 months to thank everybody that's been a part of this building to help us move forward. But we're just very thankful for the community, thankful for Nicole and both chambers for helping us here today, and excited to be a part of this the business community here and hopefully keep growing and moving forward. So, you got anything, hon? No? That's it. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, are you ready? Let's do it. Yay! Thank you, everyone. Come and enjoy.
There you go. Next up is the second ribbon for the J Jewelers in Oxford.
We're so excited to be here. My name is Nicole Sturrett. I'm the Executive Director at the Oxford Chamber of Commerce. It is great to see everyone come out and celebrate J Jewelers' grand opening. I'm very excited to go inside and shop and see all these great handcrafted pieces of jewelry. And on behalf of the Oxford community and the Oxford Chamber, welcome.
It's very exciting. Hi, everybody. I am Kim Urbanowski, and I'm the Executive Director of the Orion Area Chamber of Commerce. And I came in last week, and I desperately wanted to see some jewelry, but it was under wraps, so had to wait a long week to come in and see the beautiful designs that you've made. And so I'm very happy to see them today. They're gorgeous. I hope that you get a lot of traffic in today, a lot of sales, too. These are great. 40% off today, you said?
20 to 40.
Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Chamber. We hope to see a lot more of you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Kim. My name is Mike Spiz. I'm on the Oakland County Board of Commissioners. I'm the representative for District 3, which is Oxford, Addison, Brandon, and Oakland Townships. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners of Oakland County, I want to say congratulations, and we'd like to present you with this plaque. And one thing I like to say is I may need to keep my wife away from here. She has a tendency to be attracted to jewelry stores, but of course I won't. I'd be more than happy to bring her by so she can take a look at your great stuff. So congratulations. Wish you all the best.
Thank you guys all for coming out. Such a warm welcoming for all of us, for Fred and I to have our dream come true. I wasn't going to cry. But it's a beautiful day out, and we've been blessed with it, and our great customers, and she's not in the picture. But thank you guys, Oxford, Lake Orion. Mike, your wife has to come in. I don't care what you say. But thank you guys for making our dream a reality. Thank you all.
Now let's go shop. Yes. Let's go shopping. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Here's a good job. Next up, a couple of weeks ago, we had a chilly event in Oxford for the Battle of the Bands for the Embrace fundraiser. Let's watch.
Hey there, I'm here with Kim and Scott Gibson at this year's annual Embrace fundraiser up in Centennial Park. Although it's a little bit chilly, the hearts of everybody involved is warming us up. So what made you guys decide to start this fundraiser?
Well, we started Embrace based on a loss of a student and all the loss of the students between Lake Orion and Oxford. And so it's based on mentorship. We've been working with students that are in the schools, and they said the number one thing that they needed was mentorship. The students that they lost to suicide did not look troubled. And so we just want to surround them with the love and the support that they got. When students come in, we'll even provide counseling and workshops, and we're training mentors aggressively this summer.
So you have a lot of donations coming in. It looks like it from everybody here.
Yeah, we have the Battle of the Bands that is going, and we have some amazing bands and silent auction, and we got a living garden that we're doing as well. So the living garden is a garden that's going to be over at the Merge Art Studio, and they're creating pieces for people in memory and in honor of those that they've lost. So they'll actually have a place to have a voice for those that have lost somebody to suicide.
So what's your final vision to get this thing more involved and off the ground? Is this what you envisioned, or is it a lot bigger, like nationwide?
Well, right now we're starting in Lake Orion and Oxford because that's where our hearts are at. We've been asked to replicate this in all the counties in the area. So we're setting it up that way to be able to replicate it, but we're just taking one day at a time, and we're just staying focused on the ones that God has sent us right now and the mentors that He set, so that we can just kind of get the culture going with the love and acceptance of Jesus.
Perfect. So what would you say to someone who doesn't have the money to donate but still wants to help the cause?
I guess, coming out and just enjoying and being a part of what's happening. And, if you don't have the money to donate and you want to be a part, if you're a student, to come in and come check out our workshops, give us a call. Embrace1.net is our website. So, check it out and just come be a part of things.
So there are a lot of youth out there, and some of them are probably watching this program. What would you say to them if they're struggling right now?
That's a tough question. I think we are so hard on ourselves. And when we feel like we're not measuring up and we feel like we're being judged, if you can just remember that there is so much love for you. And that's one of the things that has really changed our students when they came to us and they said they've been turned off by Christianity. And we said, Christianity is not about behavior modification. It's about heart transformation. It's not about behavior, it's about Savior. And if we can remember that we are not under judgment, we are not being condemned, that we have a very real Savior who loves us and cares for us, and we just need to be far more gentler with ourselves. And just, find the people that love you and let them surround you.
All right, well, thank you so much for your time. There you have it. With love, we can fix everything.
Yes, this is the first one. It's the kickoff event. We're excited about that. Hopefully it'll be the first of many to come. Battle of the Bands, the proceeds are going to go toward Mission Embrace, or the Bounce House, cotton candy sales, popcorn. There's a cut-a-thon for the new Charmin Company salons. They're donating their time and money to it as well. A lot of other sponsors have been donating some money as well.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Mission Embrace, for having us. Thank you.
All right, folks, one more time. Let's hear it for sale. All right, thank you. Don't forget, those buckets going around, put some money in there, help support sale and help support Mission Embrace. Again, we've got a lot of things going on today. We've got another band right up on deck. But before that, I'd like to bring up Kim Gibson again, who would like to say a few more words to let you in on a little bit more detail about what Mission Embrace is all about today.
Wow, just wonderful. Embrace, God put it on our hearts about 3 or 4 years ago, and it came out of a tremendous loss. And we lost a young student, and when you lose somebody, you can either say, what if, and you can't go what if or if only, and I could have done this or I could have done that, because it really doesn't take you very far, and a lot of us were in that place. And the best thing we can do is we can decide we're going to do something about it so it doesn't happen again. And so Embrace came out of the heart of a loss, and we're just thrilled to be able to connect to students in a new way and develop with the mentorships. And I want to introduce our team and bring my son-in-law, Pastor Matt, up.
Thank you so much. There was a man who would later become king. About 3,000 years ago, he asked a question. The question he posed is one of the most important questions you could ever ask. He said, where does my help come from? Here's a man who would become one of the most powerful men in the entire world, asking, where can I get my help from? Embrace was started with the goal, I think a big part of the goal is to answer that question, because that's something that we all experience. It's part of the human condition. Where does my help come from? My wife just had a baby about 2 weeks ago. Thank you all for the round of applause on that one. 3 in the morning, I'm asking that same question, where does my help come from? But that's a question I think that plagues all of us from time to time. It's really hit home with our young ones. And so we want to answer that question, where does their help come from? So we're offering, first and foremost, we're offering workshops to engage them in the interests that they already have so we can build relationships, trust relationships. Then we also want to offer mentorships one-on-one, because we know that when you have somebody who will invest in the life of a student, it makes all the difference in the world. The statistics show that. The great thing is that wise king, he was able to answer the question he asked. He says, I know that my help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And the next verse, he says, he wants us to know that as well. And so that's a big part of Embrace. We're a Christian organization. We've had that question answered. We know that God is our help. He's our source. He's our provider. And he is the one that has graced us, and we want to grace other people as well. And so we have at the table, the information table, if you're interested in mentorship and want to sign up, there's an information class. We have 2 different days we offer it. That's going to be really important that we start to build our mentor base. And if there's students here who are looking to be mentored, they can also let us know at the table as well. And we have our sign up for our art workshop as well. So go check that out, the Embrace information table. It's a great way for us to get started with actually meeting the needs within our community. So thank you all.
I also just want to take a minute and thank all of the volunteers that are here. Without you guys, we couldn't have done this. We have had people that have been here a couple days this week. I can't mention everybody's name, but I certainly want to thank Jennifer and Corin. Corin's working with the bands. He's a Grammy Award-winning sound producer. We're blessed to have him. We have Merge. I just want to thank Kathy for all that she's done. And our silent auction people. And thank you to Roberto for being here as our MC.
All right, folks, the next band we have up and getting ready to go is Cayenne and Ginger. We're going to let them give a few minutes to get set up. But keep in mind, have some popcorn, buy some raffle tickets, go get a haircut, eat at 5-1 Diner. There's also a fundraiser at Buffalo Wild Wings too, and there's a lot of things going on. So listen to some music, have a good time, and help support Embrace. Thank you.
This is Shake It Off.
Too late, and nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say. But I keep moving, can't stop, won't stop moving. I've got this music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright. Cause the player's gonna play. He's gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake. Shake it off. Heartbreaker's gonna break.
If you have never visited with the museum at the American Legion Oxford, you might need to get a chance. Last week, about 250 kids visited with some veterans and had a tour of the museum. With that story is our reporter, Terry Stiles. Terry?
Okay, Bill, there's a lot of kids here to talk to, but I noticed that Wesley Johnson from Lake Orion has been really looking at the exhibits, and you had some questions for some of the troops, soldiers. What is it that impresses you the most about coming to this museum in our community, yours too, basically?
Well, I just realized it's this close, and so I thought I'd have to go drive somewhere a long time for this kind of thing, but I was able to come here. There's a lot of all this memorabilia, I guess, and it's really cool to see this stuff. And then I was able to talk to veterans themselves, and that was really cool because they explained it from their point of view, how things happened and stuff like that. It was really cool.
You got kind of the behind-the-scenes kind of stories. How do you feel about being able to talk to history?
I love it. I mean, I'm able to see exactly what happened from like a primary source and not have to read a textbook or something like that. And I get to walk around and see, the things people wore or what they used, carried, anything like that. It's really cool.
Do you think this will help you in the future as far as history and war history is concerned, or will you have a greater interest in it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, just from looking at this, I can tell there's a lot of things I didn't know, but I'm going to be able to like use this kind of information in the future, and I think this is really cool. I'll probably come here again sometime because I'll just be able to learn so much from it.
Well, Wesley, thank you for coming to visit this museum in Oxford.
Yeah, thank you for letting me just come down here. This field trip was pretty cool, so yeah, thank you.
Jim Parkhurst, I'm the past commander. What you're about to look at, this has been designated World War II, Korea, and now a 50th anniversary museum by the Secretary of Defense. It's one of the few in the state of Michigan. It's not fancy, but it serves its purpose to preserve the history and memories of all those individuals that served and what these uniforms represent. We had several visitors from across the United States, commanders from other posts, the state commanders, the national commanders have been here. So it's kind of an honor for them to be here, and it's an honor for us that you visit us occasionally just to learn a little bit about some of the history that's inside the showcases. But we'll try to get started with a few things, and I'll give about 10 minutes of this. As we look over here, my right back here, you'll see that red, white, and blue. That's the only item that's not an original uniform. That's a reproduction uniform. It's one of the early ones from our early infantry that we had back in 1776, and that gentleman wore that uniform across the United States to 100 different events. As we look around, and I know a couple guys that come in, they see this flag, it's the United States Marine Corps flag. So, well, it's not red. How come that flag's not red? You were all the red flag. Sees the United States Marine standing over this Korean War vet. Hoorah! There we go. But this flag is a division, regimental type flag. It was one that was usually flown at headquarters as U.S. Department of Navy, and it has the Marine Corps emblem in it, which is in red. There's a battleship in front. It's the USS Missouri. Peace treaty was signed in World War II aboard the XM USS Missouri. This is a B-17. Anybody know what the Enola Gay did during World War II? At the end of World War II, there's a B-20. See that B-29 up there? It's called the Enola Gay. What did it do? Yes, it dropped the atom bombs. Brought the end of World War II to a close. To my right, these showcases back here, there's a lot of interesting things in here. If you look, there's a Japanese soldier's uniform, a German submariners, and a Russian war. These are all World War II uniforms, these three, from our other countries that we fought during the war. And so it's kind of unique, and they're all original. And we don't glorify any of the medals. It's just guys who had these that brought them back, and they're pinned on them, and they never necessarily wore that many. But it's kind of unique. Vet, he was World War II, Korea, Vietnam, 2-star general. There's a doll that sits in there. It looks like a little Chinese Oriental doll. Guys from back there in the Vietnam area used to buy those and send them home. When they started sending them home, they found out some of them had a bomb put inside. It was an altimeter type setup. And they caught several of these before they got on the planes. It's a good thing. So they stopped shipment on every one of those. That one was the real deal, and the bomb has been removed. This picture right here tells the story of Vietnam, so if you get a chance to look at it before you leave today, those aren't just leaves in the top, that's all the unit patches that fought in Vietnam. You'll see the black wall, the shadowy soldiers coming out to save the POWs and the wounded. There's a lot of different weapons inside, not all of them are real, some of them have been demilled, some are airsoft. There's nothing that you can take in there and in other words, you can't put any ammo and fire these. They've all been demilled for a reason, because of the ATF, and make sure it's safe. Somebody breaks in, they're not going to work. But this is over here, if you look at the first one, World War II, United States Marine Corps, where's my hoorah? He left? Hoorah. This is United States Marines, World War II. This is Korea. My cousin from Lakeville, that's part of his uniform that was in there, his field gear, I should say. Vietnam and Desert Storm. This one over here in the brown, Desert Storm, because of all the chemicals that were used. This man has had breast cancer both sides, which is very unusual because of all the chemicals that were used. And as we look back, you'll see a flag over there, that of the showcase. It's orange and black. It's the Agent Orange flag, caused from PCBs and all the chemicals in Vietnam when they sprayed the defoliants. A lot of Vietnam vets have had problems. Well, again, you'll see it appear again with the guys over here from Iraq. As we keep going, look at the time. As you look up in the top row, you'll see the 10th Mountaineer Snow Ski Division, kind of unique. The one with the helmet up there with the orange stripes, armored Cav. And what about these big white boots? Anybody got any idea? Yeah, kind of snowshoes. They're big and flat, but they kept your feet warm. They wore 5-buckle boots over the top. They wore those white boots along with that white snow outfit up there. And as we get down this direction, this copper flag that you're looking at, State of Michigan flag, was used before 1921. The Upper Peninsula at the time was trying to separate, become a separate state. So they changed the Michigan flag, which was blue. There were 8 different versions used from Civil War time up until that point. The senator by the name of Crane was trying to push the legislation through to develop a new flag for the Upper Peninsula itself. And if you look at the pioneer on that flag, he's standing with a musket in his left hand, he's got his right hand in his coat pocket. At the time, the legislature said, we're not going to change, we're going to make the Michigan flag, it's going to be blue as we have it now. We still have that same flag today, it's blue. He's hanging, the pioneer's hanging on with a musket with his left hand, he's waving with his right hand for peace and friendship. It's all yours. Walk around, enjoy yourself, look at pictures, take some with your iPhone. Make sure you ask your family when you get home.
You might be a good idea if you would go to the American Legion on Friday to get some great walleye fish and visit the museum at the same time. Well, that's all the time for this week. And so far, reporter and editor Terry Stiles, I am Bill Service, and we hope you have a great, great week.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Wojo's Greenhouse and Garden Center here in Ortonville. I'm George and it is a hot day. We're getting into the summer months. Today is the longest day of the year, so you know the date that it's being broadcast, or taped I should say. Standing in the middle of the roses, when we think about the theme Color Your World, Wojo's is the place to come to get that special color for your home. I'm standing in the roses right now. These are the climbers, the hybrid teas, grandifloras, floribundas, and some of the shrub roses. We also have a beautiful selection of knockout roses. As Russell pans behind, we see the texture, the colors of the different shrubs we have here in the trees. So truly out here in the tree and shrub area is the spot to come to color your world. We're now in the annual retail area, and with the 4th of July coming up in a couple weeks, you can see a nice assortment of red, white, and blue, plus some other patriotic garden art to add to your landscape. We have a nice selection still of annuals here at Wojo, so if you're looking for that annual plant to decorate your yard, you want to come and do that. Japanese beetles will be coming out soon. You want to keep an eye out for them. We have the beetle traps here, and we also have some other insecticides that you can use if you choose to use them. We have various deer repellents. We've had guests come in concerned about deer eating various plants. We have a host of different sprays and applications to repel deer and rabbits. We also have various fungus issues. We have funginol, we have copper funginol, and with that, a nice selection of chemicals to deal with any plant issue that you may have. We're now going to move into Veggieville for a wrap-up and to see the remaining vegetables. It's been a tremendous season here, a lot of folks planting gardens, and we'll take a look at what's left. As you can see, perennials are popping here at Wojo's. Beautiful color options on the various display tables. This one here with the combinations. Nice plants over here with the coral bells, some of the taller plants, some of the daisies. Beautiful color selections, and over here another table with a mixture of colors that can go in your landscape. So anytime during the summer, we will find color here in the perennial area at Wojo's. I'd like to encourage you, one of the big issues we're facing here is guests When they take plants home, they've got to be watered. Especially as hot and dry as this summer is forecast to be, watering is going to be essential for the success of your garden. So please keep in mind when you're thirsty, your plants are thirsty, give them a good drink.